everyone, welcome back to another weekly favorites, and we are pre-filming this just so you know. If you notice, we're wearing the same thing as our last weekly favorites. Britta's going to be out of town the weekend we would normally do this, so anyways, we're pre-filming, but these are truly things we've been loving. Okay, so let's get started. First up is a candle favorite. I placed an order from Brooklyn Candle Studio. I've been wanting to try their candles for a long time, and they had a sale, I think, just on their minimalist collection, which is this collection that has like a very minimalist label. They come in this little jar with a gold cap, so very minimalist. I like it. It fits in with like most decor, and I took advantage of the sale to get one of their seasonal ones, which is toasted pumpkin, and it smells really good. It smells like what I would think a pumpkin candle smells like. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. It's sweeter than I would imagine. Yeah, it's sweeter. Yeah, it's sweeter than we talked about the pumpkin and clove candle from Anthro. Yeah. That one is definitely more like spicy, definitely still sweet, but this one is mostly just like sweet pumpkin. But honestly, I don't really buy that very often, so I was happy with it, and it burns pretty well. It definitely, once the top layer burned down, it filled up my room, and it says top notes: nutmeg, cinnamon, middle, pumpkin spice, clove, and base cardamom. I actually love the smell of cardamom, and I kind of wish there was like candles that maybe we should like do something like that. Maybe we should. Like that's cardamom based, because it's such a good spicy scent. Yeah. But yeah, it's 8 ounces. I can't remember what the sale price was. I want to say pretty affordable, like 14. No, it was more than that, maybe 16. But I'll link it down below. I believe they're $24. I could be wrong with these prices. I'll link it down below so you guys can check it out. They have a lot of scents on their site. They have a huge line, which is awesome. So yeah, and it came in a really cute box. I was really pleasantly surprised with how it came. Speaking of pumpkin, we discovered the best pumpkin coffee ever. Well, I actually didn't ask you how you feel about it. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, yeah, I assumed. Oh, by the way, okay. We have to link that video. Okay, so we went to, so I know that's kind of cheating because we're putting this in a weekly favorites, and we just got this yesterday, but it's honestly the best Nespresso flavor we've ever had. And I don't even think we told you guys that we got an espresso. Oh, maybe not. It's definitely going in our next Amazon favorites video because we are put it in monthly truly favorites? Obsessed. No, because we hadn't. Oh my gosh. Didn't. Okay, so we got an espresso and we're in love. It's so good. The one we got is matte black, so it looks really nice and sleek. And the coffee that comes out of an espresso is better than some like cafe coffee, I feel. It's so amazing. And we went to the Nespresso store at the mall that we go to weekly. And we picked out some pods a couple weeks ago when we first got it. We really enjoyed them all, but then the girl told us, we're like, oh, like, what are your seasonal flavors? And she said, oh, like, in a week, we're gonna have pumpkin spice, so, like, definitely come back. So she didn't have to tell us twice. We came back, and we got 2 sleeves of this, and it's actually the pumpkin spice cake. And so we got it last night, and we got home from the mall probably around, like, 9. It was late, yeah. It was late. So we couldn't try it, and I was like, oh, but I'm, like, so curious. Like, I want to read a review. There were no, like, blog reviews or anything. Or website reviews. No, yeah. So we found a YouTube video. I know, what was the channel? Okay, we'll link it down below. Fabulous something. Fabulous Life or something? Yeah. And he was reviewing this flavor, and he had also picked up, like, so this was 2 years ago. 3 years ago, 2016. Okay, yeah, so I hope that they have these flavors, but he got, like, gingerbread and, like, a Linzer cake flavor. So and banana bread. And banana bread. So I hope that they bring those back, but you guys, the video was so funny. We were crying. It took him 6 minutes to do this review because he was, like, he couldn't pronounce. For some reason, his Nespresso was in, like, another language. Well, it was an older video, so we don't know if they changed their boxes. Maybe, but, like, ours don't really say that. Like, his had, like, like French or something on it, so he couldn't pronounce anything, and he was trying to find... He was trying to read the description, and like right here it says, why we love it, a wide range of spice notes mainly defined by clove, cinnamon, and cardamom melts with sweet pumpkin flavor to create this smooth Arabic blend from Ethiopia, Central and South America for an indulgent treat inspired by pumpkin spice cake. Like, pretty straightforward. And he like couldn't find where the description was, and he goes, contents, what did he say? Something about like capsules
Caps. Oh, roast capsules?
Yeah.
Okay, I know we're not doing it justice, but we'll link it down below.
You have to watch it because it honestly ended up being a very good review. Like, he made us want to go get more.
Because he was really into coffee, clearly. Like, he uses, like, double wall glass, and he even takes the temperature. So he you know, like,
but
his
he
review
made
meant a
it
lot.
humorous, which was really the point why we want to show it to you guys, because it was so funny.
It was so funny, but yeah, his review was raving. He said, so he's like a coffee connoisseur. He said it was the best pumpkin spice coffee he's ever had, and I have to agree.
Me too, and it was not overwhelmingly pumpkin.
I mean, none of their coffees are overly flavored, which we really love because we don't like anything too sweet. You guys know that, especially in a coffee drink. And so, like, I feel like they're like natural flavoring, very like spice forward, not really pumpkin forward, which is what we like. Like, the spices in pumpkin pie, like the pumpkin pie spice mixture is what I love about pumpkin pie.
Yeah. It's not so much the actual pumpkin.
Me too. And I feel bad for going on about this because if you don't have an espresso, you're probably like, shut up.
Yeah.
But we are obsessed. We need to go back and get so many more boxes because why?
Oh, and if you do have an espresso, let us know what your favorite coffees are.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're new, and we've only tried like four.
Five? Four or five, yeah. So let us know what you guys like. And if you know of any like upcoming seasonal flavors, because we're going to go get a bunch more of these, but we want to try all like the winter seasonal ones when they come out. She told us in November.
Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. Next up is a makeup sponge favorite. And again, I got this pretty recently, but I wanted to talk about it. It's the, oh my gosh, what is it called? So it's like Real Techniques, but it's the, I wrote it down.
It's like their blush.
Miracle Finish Sponge, but it says blush on the package, and then it says for blush and highlighter. So I actually haven't used this for blush and highlighter yet, but I use a lot of cream highlighters and blushes, and I think this would actually be perfect for that. But the reason I wanted it is because it's smaller than the Complexion sponge from them, and I think that sponge is a little too big. I like things to be petite, and then I can really get in for concealer and on my face. Like, I don't need a huge sponge. And I also really want to reorder my Black Beauty Blender, but it has been out of stock for weeks. So I was like, this will do for now. And I actually really like it. It is more porous than their face sponge, which means that it soaks up more product. I don't mind that, especially since I mostly use this for concealer, since I usually just apply my foundation with my hands or a brush. But yeah, I don't mind that because I like it when sponges take away excess product. But if you are someone that really likes full coverage, you won't like how the porous sponge material soaks in the product. But yeah, like I said, I like it. It's very squishy. It's very similar to the Real Techniques sponge, just more porous and smaller. And I like the size. So I wanted to recommend that. And it's also very cheap. And I like the color.
It's like under
pretty
$6.
pink. Yeah, and on Target, I think it's like, again, like around $5. So really affordable.
Okay, next is a book, and you guys, I've been really bad at reading lately. I've been trying to at least keep up with...
I told you it would be harder when you don't work in
I know. Well, I mean, no, it's just...
believe me.
Well, I just, it's not that, it's just I'm not more tired.
Yeah.
I'm like driving. I wasn't used to driving, but I got a new job, and the commute's only like 20 minutes, but here I am complaining about it. Anyways. So I like started this book, which is huge.
It is big.
But I had heard about this from Katie Belote. I think it's Belote.
I think that's how you say her name.
She has a lot of good book recommendations, so I purchased it, and then a friend of mine also said that Ellen Hildenbrand was her favorite author, and then another friend of mine said this was her favorite Ellen Hildenbrand book. So I was like, okay, I really, really am excited to read this one. It's called The Perfect Couple. And basically, it's about a murder that happens at a wedding in Nantucket.
That's cool.
Yes.
Why isn't this a movie?
I know. I wish maybe it will be, because I think this is one of her newer books, 2019. So maybe it will be a movie. But she's been around for a really long time, and all of her books take place in Nantucket, which I think is really cool. Kind of like how Nicholas Sparks sets all of his in North Carolina. And so basically, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to ruin anything. I think I might even say this on the back, but the maid of honor is found dead on the beach like the morning of the wedding. And so it's a murder mystery, but it also is like there are so many characters because it takes place during a wedding. So obviously there are so many people there. Everyone's like really complex. The couple is like they're like polar opposites. Like he comes from money. She has a more modest background. So I don't know, I've been really enjoying it so far. I think I'm like a third of the way through. It's a pretty big book though. It's like 500 pages as you can see. So this is not one that I can read in like 1 or 2 sittings. But I actually really want to read this today and make some time to do so because really love it so far. And it's one of those books that I feel like as we get closer to like finding out who did it, I'm going to be sucked in and like want to finish it immediately. But if you guys have read any Ellen Hilderbrand books, let me know which ones are your favorite because my 2 friends that really like her gave me their recommendations, but I'm always down for more recommendations. I ordered The Husband's Secret already because I heard that one was good, but any other ones that you guys recommend, I would love to hear.
It sounds like it should be like a limited series on one of those, like,
like
HBO or
like
something.
a Big Little Lies type thing. I know, like, I really hope it gets... You guys, is it not the best feeling when a book that you love gets made into a film? I'm so excited for The Hating Game.
I feel like there's a lot of haters out there though that are like books over everything.
Yeah, but if you read the book first, then you're like...
you can't go backwards.
Yeah,
I feel like
no,
that's
you can't
impossible.
go backwards. I know, because then you get to relive it in the movie. But if you try to read the books after, I just feel like you know what's going to happen, and then, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really my thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, really recommend. It's super good so far.
Okay, last but not least are probably my new favorite thing I own. They're these Everlane. They're called the Boss Boot, and I've wanted them forever. And this is kind of how I decide to spend money. I think about things nonstop for like months, possibly years. Like that is just my mentality.
Oh my god, me too. Like the other night, I ordered a necklace at 12:30 because I've been thinking about it, and then I saw that it was 15% off. And I was
Like, we are both not spontaneous shoppers.
No.
We are pretty good at saving, especially when something's like a bigger purchase. I just can't buy it right away. Like, I have to think about it. I've definitely had a lot of regrets working like that. Like, things will go away, and I'm like, why didn't I spend the money? But these boots I've wanted for over a year. I saw them on Everlane last year, and then my coworker has them, so I've seen her wear them, and I love them. And I just decided to bite the bullet, and they're really not that expensive for the quality. They're $225, and if you have shopped on Everlane before, they give you like a traditional retail value because they're basically just very transparent on where the products are made and what their markup is, and how much the actual cost of goods is. It's very awesome. And I believe they said the traditional retail is like $500. So they're equating this quality to like a $500 boot. And I mean, I don't own a pair of $500 boots, but I would assume these are $500. Like,
I love the pebbled leather. I feel like it's hard to find this texture.
Me too. And they're not like too matte, but they're not like shiny at all. They actually come in what is it called? A patent. And they have silver hardware, which is not my favorite, but I also wouldn't want gold on boots. So overall, I'm just so pleased. They're like a 2-inch heel, so comfortable. They're very true to size. We are a 7.5, like through and through from every place we order. And I was worried. I was going to order 2 sizes, but they are so expensive, and I didn't even want to have to do the return. So I'm like, I'm just going to get a 7.5 and try it out. They fit awesome with thin socks. I haven't tried with like thicker socks yet, but I'm just so impressed. Like, they smell like leather, and it's my favorite smell. They're made in Italy. I could go on and on. They just released them today in snakeskin, if you're into that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cute.
So, and they also come in white and, like I said, the black patent. They also released some Western boots today, which I'm very intrigued by now. But anyways, you guys know we love Everlane, and these boots are definitely my favorite purchase from them thus far. I think the quality is just phenomenal.
Thank you guys so much for watching this weekly favorites, and we will be back next week with another.